deserved. Meghan on pins and needles for potential stripped titles after Queen return from break. The Queen has been branded a bigger draw than Boris Johnson, as her doctors and palace officials hope for a swift recovery to ensure her attendance at the Global Climate Summit. Buckingham Palace and the Queen's medical team have a week and a half to make her right again in order to ensure the 95-year-old monarch is able to attend the important COP26 summit in Glasgow. The Queen and other senior royal family members are expected to be at the climate change meeting next week, but her recent health issues have sparked fears Her Majesty could miss out on the important engagement. It has recently been reported that in future engagements, the Queen will always be accompanied one of her children or grandchildren, in order to ensure that the public won't be let down in the event of future health scares or medical emergencies. Chris Ship continued, "I mean, it would be a big deal if she wasn't at COP, for example, so I think they've got themselves a week and a half to make her right again." Since returning from her summer break in Balmoral, the Queen has maintained a busy schedule, and has travelled to both Cardiff and Edinburgh to open the Welsh and Scottish parliaments. She had also hosted an investment summit for international business leaders at Windsor Castle, attended a service at Westminster Abbey and launched the baton relay for the Commonwealth Games. However, last Wednesday it was announced that she would no longer be travelling to Northern Ireland for a 2-day tour, and had reluctantly accepted medical advice to rest. After a leak was given to the Sun newspaper, Buckingham Palace issued a following statement on the Thursday to say, following medical advice to rest for a few days, the Queen attended hospital on Wednesday afternoon for preliminary investigations, returning to Windsor Castle at lunchtime today, and remains in good spirits. The Queen had travelled by car to King Edward VII Hospital in Marylebone and was treated by a team of specialists. It is understood that her illness is not COVID-19 related and she is currently resting at Windsor Castle. She also missed a church service yesterday at All Saints' Chapel in Windsor as she continued to follow medical guidance. The next engagement in the Queen's upcoming diary is the COP26 summit, where she is expected to host a diplomatic reception and greet world leaders. Her two heirs, Prince Charles and Prince William, are due to give speeches and to conduct meetings with business leaders to encourage a sustainable future. In June, she had attended the G7 summit in Cornwall, where she was seen conversing with President Joe Biden and French President Emmanuel Macron. She later invited the US President and his wife Jill Biden to Windsor Castle for afternoon tea. The Queen is also due to embark on a busy year of engagements as the royal family prepare to celebrate her Platinum Jubilee next June. In the meantime, Meghan Markle's title is once again at the center of a row following her recent involvement in US politics, but a constitutional expert has claimed there is nothing to strip from her. Drawing on her status as a mother of two, Meghan penned a campaign piece calling to ensure that millions of American families can access guaranteed paid leave. Last week, the 40-year-old issued a letter to U.S. congressional leaders to advocate for paid leave for all parents, on Sussex-headed paper and signed with Meghan's Duchess title. The letter resulted in demands from many, including Republican Congressman Jason Smith, for Meghan to be stripped of her title for involving herself with U.S. politics, as traditionally there is an expectation that royal family members are politically neutral. However, the former U.S. actress obtained her Duchess title through her 2018 marriage to Prince Harry, 37, and he would have to lose his status too in order for the couple to both be stripped of the peerages, unless in the event of divorce or an act of parliament. According to constitutional expert Ian McMahon, by convention, royals are expected to be politically neutral, thus respecting their constitutional positions. Like all conventions, there is much flexibility as to what is, and what is not, acceptable territory to become involved in, and the further away any royal is from succeeding to the crown, the greater the latitude given. He added, "There has become a fashion of late that anyone who oversteps a subjective mark, and who holds a title, should be stripped of it. Easier said than done. In the instance of the Duchess of Sussex, no laws have been broken, conventions are there to be tested, but above all else, suggestions that the Duchess could be stripped of her title is to assume it was given to her. This is not the case. The Duchess holds her styles and titles as a courtesy, derived from her husband. In effect, there is nothing to strip from her. She is at liberty not to use these titles and could, should she prefer, be known by her premarital name.